Plastic is a synthetic material that was first invented in 1855. Plastic is used in everything from cars to computers, phones to spaceships, furniture to containers, and just about everything else you can imagine. With the relative ease of creation, low costs, versatility, weight, and pliability, it is really no surprise that plastics are so prevalent. Like most things, the transition to plastic took some time. A real boom occurred in the 50s and 60s. Before this time, perishables were often contained in glass, metals, or paper, which wasn't always the best or easiest way to store or transport.
So some of the early forms were limited in what they could do with the materials. The metals, aluminum, tin, plastics kind of opened up a lot of different avenues for design and engineering. The big ones were the earlier forms of materials used before plastics was glass, metals such as tin, aluminum, and even some wood products for barrels. Some of the impact plastics has had is greater flexibility for design of containers. Plastics has had a big impact in many industries. The automotive industry for one, lightweighting of parts, reduce weight of automobiles, weight of containers, to save on shipping costs. Plastics is often an alternative to many industries that has saved in cost of production.
Many people may not realize that there are many different types of plastics, and each of those types has its own characteristics that lend themselves to certain tasks.
There are many types of plastics actually. There's a lot of engineered designed resins that are specifically designed for uses, but there is a core of materials that are used in the industry, and that's a high density polyethylene, a polypropylene, a PET, a PVC, and a low density polyethylene. High density polyethylene is one of the probably 60% of the materials used in blow molding and other industries. The industry keeps going with engineered resins that's specific for automotive. The molecular structure is different for all these resins. The melt index, they melt at different temperatures. They have different strengths, impact resistance. A few examples of some different resins would be a high density polyethylene would be used a lot on your laundry, soap bottles, cleaning agents. Another example would be PET would be your water bottles that you buy in the store. For example, a squeezable sports drink bottle may be made out of a low density polyethylene.
In addition to different types of plastics, the way that even the same materials are produced can amount to a different end result.
There's various manufacturing processes in plastics. So there's injection molding, there's blow molding, there's several forms of blow molding. Extrusion blow mold, there's injection blow mold and stretch blow mold. Each have different applications. There's also roto molding for bigger parts. Some of the pros and cons to blow molding. Extrusion blow molding, it's flexible. You can make it down to a small bottle all the way to a 55-gallon drum. So it's very flexible in extrusion blow molding. Injection blow molding, there is no trimmings to come off the bottle, so it's a very clean process, suited for pharmaceutical and healthcare. Stretch blow mold is for high volume, for example, pop bottles, 2-liter bottles. Injection molding, whole nother process, mainly parts that are solid, where blow molding is hollow parts. Injection molding may be a car panel, toy parts, something that's solid plastic. That's the big difference in blow molding, injection molding as far as the design of the parts. One is solid, one is hollow. Roto molding, that would be for very large parts, slow cycles, lower volumes. I think the advantages are the different processes, how many different things you can do with it, whether it's injection molded or extrusion blow molded. It's just really a flexible resource that has many future uses. I think the big picture of the industry will be recycling biodegradable plastics in the future that will biodegrade in the landfills. Engineered resins keep improving for strengths and for automobiles. The future is bright and endless.